Welcome back to Let's Play Cover 2. Man, it just seems a habit that whenever it comes to recording, I'm always seem to be in a bad mood. Like, one exception when it comes to recent recording was part for the Project Diva FLP I recorded. It was actually in a decent mood. But I'm since in a pissed off mood because trying to access the frickin' PSN is a bitch with my crappy internet. Sign in, logged out, sign in, logged out, sign in, logged out. It's just like, quickly download the shit already before it logs you out. Oh, and it logs you out straight away. Oh, I hate my internet connection. My room has the worst internet connection in this house, probably. Well, at least one of the worst rooms for it, but anyways, so instead of bitching about that, let's actually get on with some plot. I didn't get to go to sleep until early morning. Hey, that's what... yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. And part of the reason was because of on and off trying to freaking access it. It's like, just like, okay, bought some add-ons for the second Project Diva F game, because it's just like, you know, why not check them out? And I did. It took forever to actually even be able to look at anything on the PSN, because they would not log in, because it was such a pain in the ass because of the internet connection. And then when I actually get purchase stuff, it's the equivalent of going into a store. Just like, you pay for it, they put the stuff on the counter, but then they suddenly take it back off the counter and push you out, and you're locked outside for a while. Just like, come in, maybe sometime this evening, or maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Cause I can't freaking get to download the shit I bought because the freaking goddamn internet just keeps logging me out. The internet is terrible. Yeah, but for some reason I wasn't feeling drowsy at all. Maybe I was just really deeply asleep. I got up from the sofa and stretched myself out. I wonder if Yume's fever has gone down yet. I'll go check on her. Hey, Yume! You up? Yoshiyuki, you just pulled the classic walk in while getting changed, haven't you? Maybe not. Yume opened the door, and when I saw her, she looked a lot less pale than yesterday. Hey, how you feeling today? Got a bit of a headache though, cause the bird just keeps chirping. Alright, let's see if your fever's down. I put my own forehead up against Yume's. Yume made a weird little noise, and I felt her breath on my face. You still have a bit of a fever. You should stay inside and rest for today. That was a rather odd way. I mean, usually they do that with a hand, don't they? Yume suddenly jumped away from me. She sure was energetic today. Yep, she's definitely feeling better than yesterday. Well, I don't really have a thermometer on hand, so... Yume put her hand to her chest and took a deep breath. The way her hand shook looked like her heart was beating really fast. Hey, now you're overreacting a bit just because you had some physical contact with your older brother. She looked at me like it was my fault. Oh, hey, did your heart start beating so fast because you thought I was going to kiss you? For an instant, she turned all red. As if fully recovered, Yume started throwing things at me with all her might. What puff? Hey, I was just kidding. Calm down, Yume. Cushions, teddy bears, hats. If she found it, she threw it at me. Slam! Realizing I should escape the fray, I left Yume's room at lightning speed. I'm glad she's already feeling so well, though. As long as she takes it easy today, she should recover completely. I finally got to see her being all energetic again, too. That's the weird thing, really. It's just like she's back to her usual self. It's just like she's still pissed off at you, but it seems in a different kind of way. And it wasn't really so much pissed off, more of just like detaching herself, I suppose. Purposely just like overdoing it to like no longer depend on him at all. Man, Yuma really is at her best like this. You know, throwing things at me. Without thinking about it, I smiled. My heart felt lighter than it had in a long time. Since she's sick, I'll hold back on the seasoning. I wonder if this will do it. Hey, Yume, I made some rice porridge for you. It's hers rice porridge. Yume stuck her head just slightly out from the futon. But if you don't eat properly, you won't get well. You didn't even take your medicine. Come on, all I'm asking you is to have some food. You done? That didn't sound like her sentence was interrupted, though. Growl. Your stomach seems to disagree. You know, I remember one odd moment when my stomach growled, and it literally sounded like the sound effect in Silent Hill 2 when you're saving. You know, that kind of sound like... It has that kind of sound like you're moving, say, a boulder or something on hard ground. It's like... Just like bloody hell. You may glare at me while blushing. It's not the classic glare, though. We haven't seen the classic glare in a long time. Though saying that, it's still pretty much my... what's it called again? Background image, whatever, on my laptop. So I see that glare every single day, more or less. Hey, it's not my fault. Hey, chin up a bit. I'm not doing this for myself. You don't need to hold back, just eat your meal. Here, say, ah. I picked up a spoonful of porridge and held it out in front of Yume's mouth. Like I said, no need to hold back. Patient should just let herself be nursed back to health. After a while, not being sure if she should do it or not, Yume chomped down on a spoonful of rice porridge. Looking like that? Looks like she just passed out. She huffed for a little to cool it down, and then she swallowed it. So, was it good? I just cut back on the seasoning because you're not well. Alright, I'll cool it down a bit. I picked up some porridge and blew air over the spoon for a bit to cool it down. Okay, open wide. Why are you staring at the spoon? Is there some dust on it? A better response to that would be like, because there's food on it? Yume was blushing a bit as she jumped down on the spoon again. Once I saw that Yume had swallowed her spoonful, I picked up another one. When I looked up at Yume, she was waiting with her mouth open. This is pretty fun. This is like something lovers would do, but it feels a bit different. Oh well, it's fine. Here you go. And thus I spent my afternoon feeding Yume. That's one way of spending an afternoon. I've literally spent the afternoon today trying to freaking log into that goddamn PSN bullshit. Oh, I hate seeing that connection so much. He chirps a lot. I'm back. No, correction, he doesn't actually chirp all that much. It just, whenever I speak, he will chirp. Whenever I'm like playing along to music or anything like that, he will chirp. He will chirp as long as there's anything related to me with it. Whether it be my recording or, you know, just anything in general, really. If I'm just playing a video game, doesn't chirp. But if I'm commenting while playing said video game, then he chirps and chirps and chirps and chirps. It's already 7 o'clock by the time I finished shopping for dinner and got back to the house. Okay, gotta hurry up with dinner then. I put together a menu suitable for Yume's condition, but I'm not sure how she's feeling right now. I guess I'll go and check on her. Yume, how you feeling? Do you think you can eat some regular food for dinner? After asking her that, I opened the door to her room. Okay, now this didn't happen earlier, but it happened now. It was inevitable, because Yoshiyuki is pretty much like my dad in a way. Knocks the door, and just like, you in there, or whatever, and opens the door instead of waiting for the logical yes or no kind of response to allowing entry into the room, because some people don't get that. It's mildly annoying, but can be potentially incredibly awkward, such as this. Actually, it was probably the door to the Garden of Eden. We both frozen places our eyes met. This situation is cliché, but it's really, stuff like this happens a lot. It certainly does for you, doesn't it? In manga. I never thought this would actually happen to me. Oh, come on, man, it's a cliché. I mean, it's bound to happen sooner or later. Yume kept flapping her mouth like a fish gasping for air. Well then, for now you should calm down, Yume. Yoshiyuki, the logical thing to do is close the door and stop checking her out. I did call out before I came in, it was definitely not on purpose. Oh, come on, Yoshiyuki, get some sense into that dense head of yours. You knock on the door and wait for an answer. If they say come in, you can go in. If they don't, you don't go in. I mean, what the hell, man? I only dropped in because I was worried about you and you're just wiping yourself off and stuff. But this is a relief, isn't it? Since you're sweating, it means you've already recovered. That means Nabe won't be an issue for dinner. She's going into a glare. No, it wasn't on purpose, I tell you. Hey, stop that! A cushion suddenly hit me right in the face, interrupting any further attempts at making excuses. A pillow isn't gonna do that. I can't do that. Even if I tried, nothing could delete it from my memory banks. Although he is pretty dense. Yume, calm down! Oh, sorry, bye! Slab. Man, that was surprising. Well, in a way, but it was inevitably gonna happen. It's a cliché setup, really, isn't it? It's just like, okay, they're sharing the same house, alone together, and these type of situations tend to happen a lot in those kind of situations, doesn't it? It was only a matter of time. But I'm surprised she was able to throw anything at him. I mean, just like, movement and suddenly, oh no, the nipple! You know, that's a strange thing when it comes to censorship, isn't it? It's like, oh, you can show cleavage, yeah, that's perfectly fine. But if so much as a nipple slip, oh my god, it'll corrupt our children, it's awful! Strange how the world works. I had no idea she'd be naked in her room. Well, she wasn't technically naked. It wasn't on purpose, really. Except that one time at the hot spring, but then again, the Asakura sisters weren't even there. Besides, she's like my little sister, seeing her naked doesn't really... Wait, what the? Thumpa 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 thump. My heart was beating so fast I couldn't believe it. And wow, I can hardly breathe. But why, when it comes to Yume arm? That's weird. I stood still in the living room for a bit, trying to calm my fleeting heart. He's always going on about that, and that's pretty much the reason why Yume's so pissed off. Just like, you just see me as a sister with no biological man. Can't you read between the lines? I love you, you stupid idiot. That's essentially what she's trying to get across. But he's just too dense to realize it. I'm watching a dream. Is it going to be a dream where just like, Yoshiyuki, Yume loves you, but you don't realize it because you're a dense idiot. Such a gentle dream. I was absent-mindedly sitting on a park bench and I could see Yume off in the distance. Yume had bought a chocolate banana and came running up to me with it. Thanks, Yume. I took the chocolate banana Yume held out to me. This one's got a pretty neat color. She had brought a peppermint-flavored chocolate banana for me. You could tell it wasn't healthy food from the blue mint coloring. That's kind of bizarre in general, really, isn't it? Okay, we got a banana. Perfectly healthy. Let's shove some chocolate on there. We don't want any of the healthy stuff. I'm not really complaining. I really don't mind the chemical feeling. I took a big bite out of the chocolate banana. The sweet taste spread from my mouth. While I was eating the chocolate banana, Yume sat next to me with a satisfied smile on her face. True, it's good to keep a balanced diet, though. So kind of the opposite of Kamikaze, which is funny because they hang around each other a lot. Maybe that's one of the reasons Yume supplies the banana min without even realizing. Still, it's just a regular banana with chocolate coating, right? I wonder how much these things cost to make. I mean, the chocolate coating can't be that expensive to put on. Come to think of it, I should be able to make these things. I could do with not paying 200 yen for these things. Yeah. Having said that, Yume opened her mouth. Okay, here you go. I held it out to Yume and she bit off a piece. Well, it all depends on your mood. It seemed like she was more interested in the color than the taste. She then held out the pink chocolate banana. I took a bite out of hers like she did with mine. It tasted mostly like chocolate and banana. It tastes more like banana than strawberry and a bit of chocolate. I guess there's not a lot of actual strawberry in it. Yume said that with an honest look on her face. We then looked at each other and laughed. Ha ha ha, it was a really relaxing date. That was the gentle dream I had. But that was it. No big reveals, just bananas. Morning already. I sat up on the sofa and cracked my neck a bit. Waking up feels like such a waste, especially when I was having such a nice dream. But why would I have a dream like that? A dream about a date with Yume. I suppose maybe that's why. Just like, get in your head, Yoshiyuki. We're siblings after all. You aren't getting it, Yoshiyuki. At all. You are so just... I want to smack him across the head. He's such a dense... freaking... Yeah. Maybe it's because of what happened last night. Hey, why am I thinking about that the first thing in the morning? Do you have morning wood, Yoshiyuki? Ow. Stop that right now! I shouldn't be thinking about that stuff. I guess I should get breakfast ready. I got up and hurried to the kitchen all the while feeling really fuzzy. But no matter what I did, my heart just wouldn't stop beating faster than usual. You know, they have all these kind of scenes, you know, fan servicey and all that. What? Wait. It's just like blanked out there, just like. But you never hear him like at any point just like wake up after that and just comment just like, oh, morning wood or something like that. You never get that though. It'd be an awkward comment to make. but then there are awkward scenes already, so why the hell not? About what? As per usual, Setsugiga Trio had kidnapped me and taken me to the cafeteria again. Look, Anzu, whatever is obvious to you is not obvious to him. He has a different kind of mind. I don't know what kind, really. So I just repeatedly say that he's dense, because that's the only way to describe it. The three girls were staring at me, pretty much bursting with curiosity. I wondered how many times they'd done this to me now. These guys are too sharp. Not really. Their stares pierced me from all three directions. The pressure of this silence is incredible. Oh well, it's not like I need to hide it or anything. We didn't quite, but still, somehow... Something's changed, but nothing's really changed. Oh, that's gold right there. That is politicians, though, isn't it? Just like, well, we'll explain the situation in a roundabout way, so we'll get out of answering the question, and we'll act like we answered the question, and just move on to the next question, which we'll repeatedly do the same thing with. Do you understand what I'm saying? No. Good.